you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin', and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
you are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
Juanita came to me last night, and she cried over and over. Oh, Daddy, I love you, you know, and I think it's the moonlight. She looked so fine, well, she looked alright, and she moaned, oh, Daddy, move over. Oh, baby, you know what I like, and I think it's the moonlight. Made in Mexico, schooled in France, ooh, I love, and she needed no teaching. Oh man, I can say international ways I believe in. Mexican girl, don't leave me alone. I got a heart as big as a stone, and I need you, believe me, to be here and love me tonight. Mexican girl, I want you to stay. You know my heart is longing to say that as long as I live, I will always remember the one that I call my Mexican girl. Her skin was soft as the velvet sky, and her hair shone in the moonlight. As the music did play, when the night turned to day, I held her tight. She looked at me with those dark brown eyes, and she whispered, hasta la vista. I don't know what that means, but it sounded so good, so I kissed her. American girl. We're at the Stringy Bark Creek, approximately where the shooting took place of the policeman by the Kelly brothers.
If there's one thing in my life that's missing, it's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. There's lots of those friendly people, they're showing me ways to go, but I never want to lose their inspiration. Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. And now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. I was born in the sign of water, and it's there that I feel my best. The albatross and the whales, they are my brothers. It's kind of a special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. So prearranged, It's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. It's kind of a special feeling, out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover.
Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore, same as my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw granddaddy down here. They only come to town about twice a year. You buy 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line.
This photo here, that's pretty much the time when Father Gidney raced in to plead with the boys. And as he's gone in the room, obviously Joe's laying on the front bar. And then
It left a holler of everything he had for my time, but I've been told you never come back from Copperhead Road. Whiskey in a big black Dodge, bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side, just shot a coat of primer and looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. And then the sheriff came around in the middle of the night, heard mama crying that something wasn't right. He's headed down to Knoxville with a weekly load. You can smell a whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. First round here and away. new plan. I take the seed from Colombia, Mexico. I just planted up a holler down Copperhead Road. And now the DA's got a chopper in the air. Wake up screaming like I'm back over there. I learned a thing or two from Charlie, don't you know? You better stay away from Copperhead Road. Copperhead Road. Copperhead Road. Copperhead Road.
I can tell by your eyes that you've probably been crying forever. And the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror.
I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart?
If I stand all alone, will the shadows hide the colors of my heart? Blue for the tears, black for the nights, fierce the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're just a mirror.
Talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart?
Sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't wanna make it cry or sing. If then an old guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing. Then the man steps right up to the microphone and says at last, just as the time bell rings, good night, now it's time to go home. Then he makes it fast with one more thing. We are the Sultans, we are the Sultans of Swing. Turn it up.
bushranger and outlaw, should stand trial for the murder of police constable Thomas Lonergan. After 2 frenzied years on the run, Ned Kelly had at last been captured, and everyone was keen to get a glimpse of him. In the excited crowd were Kelly's friends and extended family, as well as local farmers, storekeepers and publicans. Some thought of him as a criminal and a menace, and some as a fighter against colonial authority. Ned Kelly is still a divisive figure. There are many views about the complex and tragic events that led to the deaths of 3 police officers, 3 hostages, and 3 outlaws. The Quinn, Lloyd, and Kelly clan and their associates were involved in 40 different hearings in this court.
In Birmingham, they love the governor. Boo, boo, boo. Now we all did what we could do. Now Watergate does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Here I come, Alabama. Now Muscle Shoals has got the swampers, and they've been known to pick a song or two. Lord, they get me on so much. They pick me up when I'm feeling blue, and now how about you? Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Sweet home Alabama, oh sweet home, where the skies are blue and the dumb is true. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Yeah, yeah. Montgomery's got the answer. Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you, and it's pushing me aside. See it stretch on forever, and I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you'd better be home soon. Stripping back the coats of lies and deception, back to nothing like a week in the desert. And I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you'd better be home soon. Don't say no, don't say nothing's wrong. When you get back home, maybe I'll be gone. Me pain if we were to end it, but I could start again. You can't depend